10 ex-Chelsea stars you didn't know were still playing like the German Messi. Chelsea have had some wonderful and not so wonderful players over the years, while the trophies have kept rolling in. It has meant that several managers have kept the revolving door at Stamford Bridge spinning, with the likes of Antonio Conte, Jose Mourinho, Carlo Ancelotti and Maurizio Sarri recent examples. But while some players may or may not have left a lasting legacy in West London, that has not stopped them from forging out their careers elsewhere around the world. And some have ended up in some very peculiar places, dotted around the globe, plying their trade in front of literally tens of people. At the Daily Star, we have whacked open our atlas and map to find the most obscure clubs that these once mighty Blues are now working for. The Frenchman striker spent 3 years at Chelsea between 2014 and 2017. They've also included a loan at Crystal Palace that no one in the world remembers. Spells in Spain and France followed, but Remy was not ready to give up yet and moved to Turkish club Çaykur Rizespor in 2020. At a time when John Terry was the only academy product to make the grade at Chelsea, there was a lot of talk about Mancien, who played in the same position. Sadly, he could not forge a similar career to the Blues legend and has played in Germany and the United States before signing for Burton this summer. After being dubbed audaciously the new Maradona, Chelsea could not resist signing Di Santo in 2008, but 8 Premier League appearances and no goals later saw them lose interest and let him go. The Argentine would journey around with the likes of Blackburn, Wigan, Werder Bremen, Schalke, Rayo Vallecano, Atletico Mineiro before settling on San Lorenzo in his home country last year. Still somehow just aged 30, Oscar continues to lead the last of the Brazilians to still think playing in China is a good idea. Likely living in a house made out of actual money, the once mercurial playmaker at Chelsea has been with Shanghai Port, previously Shanghai SIPG, for 4 years now. Famously the first signing of the Brendan Rodgers era at Liverpool, the Northern Irishman coached Borini at Chelsea and Swansea, but he never truly was the star of the show. Failed spells at Sunderland, AC Milan and Verona were to follow before moving to Super League club Fatih Karagümrük last December. Once was heralded as one of the best left-backs in the world, but could not make an impact at Stamford Bridge during his 1 year at the club back in 2014. He would return to Atletico Madrid for 4 years before signing for Flamengo in 2019, where he is still going strong despite being 36. Perhaps unfairly, Marin was named the German Messi, which enticed Chelsea. Maybe they should stop signing players compared to Argentine legends? The playmaker's Blues career was more a mess than Messi, and after several failed loans away he departed on a wild career which has included clubs in Greece, Serbia, and Saudi Arabia before joining Hungarian club Ferencváros this September. Sturridge's career blasted into action after playing for the likes of Manchester City, Chelsea and then Liverpool, but the injuries caught up with him in the end. The striker now plies his trade in Australia with Perth Glory but has managed just 5 minutes of action in 4 matches. Chelsea were handed a transfer ban after being suspected of tapping up Kakuta, who joined from Lens in 2007, but managed to get the court order overturned. Was it worth it? Probably not. The Frenchman made just 6 league appearances for the Blues and, now aged still just 30, he has returned to Lens. It's the circle of life. One of the more bizarre transfers